I'm so sorry, mom and dad. Pretty much was catfished. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today I have came out of the dead. I swear I've been gone for like 3 weeks. I have been seriously in my deathbed. I finally feel better, and so I have to make it up to you guys with a video. And today I am pretty much going to be sitting here and exposing myself in front of the camera. And I don't know why I'm doing this. I just feel like I owe it to you guys to give you guys tea about myself, because I left you guys hanging for like 3 weeks. So before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can join the family. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Lexi, and this is my channel. Duh. And onto the internet, and I looked up questions that I could share, kind of like mini stories about myself. So I picked 10, are all kind of all over the place. You're gonna find out the juice, the tea, the coffee, the stuff about me. All of these things, by the way, are like firsts. So the first time I did stuff, my first blah blah blah. I recently got it. It was in June or July? I think it was July. But it says faith. This but it says faith, but it's also a cross. The way that I looked at this question was like something that happened in your life that made a fear. Does that make sense? Like you went through an experience and now you're afraid to experience it again. I'm really afraid of like car crashes and car stuff, like driving. I get super anxious driving because I'm just so cautious because I don't want anything to happen. I want to say elementary school, could have been middle school. My family and I were going to my grandparents' house for Christmas. Brakes happened to freeze in the car. It was really cold outside, really slippery, really snowy. And we spun out and we fell down this like hill, and at the bottom of the hill there was a lake, and we stopped like literally like this. Like we didn't go in the lake, but that experience, seriously, every winter I am freaking out because I hate driving on ice. I hate driving when it's snowing, all that stuff. It freaks me out. And so that's what made my first fear. My first crush, I want to say like my first real crush would have been in 5th grade. His name was, I don't know, but pretty much he is like the opposite of what I'm attracted to now, like completely opposite. And I don't know why I even had feelings for him, but I had some strong feelings. And it was like we hung out and I was like, oh my god, like blah blah blah. All I would talk about with my friends, like you know how it is in 5th grade, that's how it was with him. My sophomore year of high school, I know everyone who is from my school watching this is gonna know who this man is, but that was tough. Like, he was like, and I'm not even gonna lie, he was sorry for my language. It was a player. He went from girl to girl to girl to girl to girl. I happen to be one of those girls that he bounced back from. I'm a really loyal and trustworthy person, and I put everything into something when I care about it. Going back and forth, I was like, okay, well, I'm being a good person by doing this. Like, you know, I was trying to justify the situation, and pretty much I was played. Like, end of the day, I was. And the last time he said, I don't think this is gonna work out, I literally didn't think I was gonna like find anyone else in my life. And the weirdest thing happened. I was in this class and this random, like, this is a whole nother story, but pretty much this random person told me like it's time to move on. Him in my life was so toxic and so bad and so gross. The reason I put this in is because this might be a story that you guys clicked for. It was like 5th grade and 6th grade, like the summer going into 6th grade. Me and my friend found this app called Feed. Feed was like a mix of Twitter and Instagram. That was like my first real account, and I was really like into trying to be someone else online. Ended up getting pretty well known on Feed, talking to some well-known people, and I happened to meet this person on there talking to, and this is so embarrassing, like I'm so sorry mom and dad. Started having feelings for this person, and I was like, oh, like this is gonna, you know, like an online crush type thing. And this was in like 6th grade pretty much, so I had no clue what I was doing. But this person would message me on Kik, if you remember what that is. But we would Kik, and he was so nice to me. And at this point in my life, I was like, whoever's nice to me, like I just let them into my life. I didn't tell him anything too personal. Like I didn't tell him like my actual phone number, where I lived. Like, I kept that. I was really safe on that part. I got Uvu. It's like Skype, but you can talk with more people. I wanted to talk to him face to face, as would anyone who has a crush on someone online. He would say things like, oh, I want to see you, like all that stuff like that. Never Uvu cam doesn't work. Like, all that catfishy stuff was literally walking into a hole. Like, I was so done. Okay, let's Uvu. Before he told me this, he told me that he had cancer and that he wanted to meet me as one of his wishes. The screen turned on and it was him. Like, it was him. That was the guy. But it was weird because I would talk to him and then he'd wait and then he'd say something, and it was just really delayed and it didn't feel connected at all until the end of the call. The person is not the person I was talking to, and pretty much tells me that that person was talking to me the whole time, and I pretty much was catfished. Crying at my friend's house, like in the basement. Like, I was with a friend when I did this. But yeah, I was like in her basement crying, like, oh man, I was catfished. I blocked this person and the person's friend on everything, and then after that, I got my head out of my stopped talking to people online that I didn't know. I have a lot of embarrassing moments in my life, but this one in particular is probably one of the most embarrassing things that's ever happened to me. Bad stomach with gross stuff. Don't listen to this. I'm back. During this time, I was sick with the flu, but I thought I was better, so my mom brought me to the movie theater with my brother, and we watched Shrek. And I remember the movie because this was so, I was so scarred. We went to the movie, and in the middle of the movie, I was like, Mom, my stomach hurts, my stomach hurts. In the bathroom, so I literally sprinted out of the movie theater. Didn't make it in time. I threw up so much all over the front of, I literally made it to the door, couldn't open it, threw up all over the door, slipped in my puke, hit my head on the door, and was just sitting in it crying because I was like, what else? I was like, what else worse could happen than this right now? I'm just sitting in my own puke crying with my head hit on the door, and these two old ladies were so nice to me. They came and helped me. Those were the only people that saw, thank the Lord. Gave us movie tickets to come back and see it again when I felt better. So that was pretty embarrassing for me, and I will never forget it. One, and you're gonna meet him soon. His name is Luke, and I'm actually going to be doing a video with him soon, so I'm not going to talk too much so that you guys can wait till the next video to see him. But he's pretty great, and I'm so blessed. So stay tuned for the video. It was New Year's Eve, so that's lit. I took those and I deleted every source of them because they were so embarrassing. Like, I literally, what did I film it on? Like this really bad camera quality, and it was so cringy, and I recorded it on my HP and it was just really bad. And I did like makeup reviews, and I only owned like 3 makeup products, so I only had like 3 things, and I kept doing videos around those 3 different products, and it was just really cringy. We're not going to talk about it. We're just going to move on. This one's a good one because this will show you not to mess with me. 5th grade in elementary school, my last year, and there was this guy who literally always just like, I wouldn't say bullied me, but he just like really just ticked me off all the time. He was trying to bug me, and I don't know if it was like one of those elementary school crush things where you bug someone to get them to like you or whatever, but I told him, I said, you need to stop because it's really not nice and it's making me very mad. And I warned him and I warned him and I warned him, and the last time I said, if you don't stop, I'm going to hit you. I warned him and he kept going, and so one day at the playground he was chasing me, and I was like, if you don't stop chasing me, I'm gonna hit you. I told you I'm gonna hit you if you don't stop. And then I smacked him so hard. I literally just slapped him. He fell on the ground. He looked at me like his eyes were like a deer in a headlight, and he was like, oh my god. Got up and sprinted to the teacher. Such a goody two-shoes as a student. Like, I did not want to get in trouble for my life. I didn't really get in trouble because I stood up for myself, and he got in trouble for bugging me for all of elementary school. So, you know, some good things happen. Now, after I embarrassed myself, you guys really need to help me out by hitting that like button down below and that subscribe button, because now we know each other way more than we did before. Hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when I post, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
1, 2, 3, funky. My darling, I love you, I love you.